what it is, Todd.
This story has involved a former police officer, and it is pretty crazy, pretty wild. There's a lot of twists and turns.
Uh-oh.
This one is local, and to us,
Really?
yeah. And this happened just a few years ago, and it was front. You guys might know the story once I get into it, but it is probably one of the craziest stories. I mean, you couldn't write this in a movie. Well, yeah, you can. It's been in plenty of cop movies. So
Really?
yeah. This was something that, I mean, I swear it was a real life movie that came to life. Like you've seen all the movies where an honest cop or a cop was trying to, take care of a corrupt police force, and he was fired or jailed, and he becomes a rogue former cop, and he tries to stop the current cops from doing wrongs and committing crimes. And there's a movie like that. There's a ton of movies, but like one is Copland with Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
And this one is pretty much, it doesn't follow the script, but it has some similarities, and it plays out in real life. So as we go along the story, some people will to this day consider this man a hero, and some people think he's a scum of the earth. There's really no in between.
It's like that.
It's like that, yeah.
So by the end of this description, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, man. But so far, I'm leaning towards scumbag. For some reason, I'm leaning towards scumbag. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You said police and corruption, so that's all I had to hear.
Yeah. So I mean, you're gonna get both sides of this, and just judge it for you guys yourself. You'll see what happens when we get in. But the story is about Christopher Dorner. Have you guys heard of him?
That name kind of sounds familiar.
Okay. Well, this happened not too long ago, within the 2010s, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So this case was almost like it was so huge. It was considered to be the biggest dragnet and the mobilization of police ever in Los Angeles. I mean, it was front page news. It was nationwide. All of the LAPD was on tactical alert.
I think I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it.
All right. So let's get started. Christopher Jordan Dorner was born on June 4th, 1979 in New York, but moved to California just a year later as a baby with his mom and two sisters. His father abandoned them at birth. So,
oh, dang.
Yeah. So his mom pretty much had to raise him and his two sisters.
Dang.
The neighborhood was opposite of what I grew up in. I was the only white kid in a black neighborhood. Well, he was the only black kid in a white neighborhood.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So
that's where it started.
Yeah. Exactly. Dorner grew up in a white neighborhood from kindergarten to 7th grade, and was mostly white. He was probably like 95% white in that neighborhood. He was like the only African American kid.
How sad.
Yeah. So and then not having a father figure to help you out too, you're kind of conflicted,
Mm-hmm.
So in 7th grade, he was going to a Christian school, which makes it even worse.
Oh man, I feel sorry for the man already. I'll take that back, man.
I mean, just go to a public school, right?
Man.
Yeah. So he goes to this Christian school, and a white kid starts to call him a few racial slurs.
Oh, okay.
So Dorner lost his temper and kicked the crap out of him. What do you
As
think?
he should.
What do you think?
He deserved it.
Yeah, right. He did deserve it. Now, what do you think the priest does?
Give them a few squats and say you've been bad.
Gabby?
I'm gonna say he beat him.
You both are correct. So, even though he was the victim, and he lashed out, which honestly, if anyone does a mom joke or a race thing, hey, I'm siding with the kid defending himself against those slurs.
Totally agree. Those two you can't touch.
Yeah, exactly. But the problem is the priest was like, "You two come over here. You're gonna get spanking so hard."
Wait a minute, Todd. Wait a minute.
What'd I do?
Why you sounding like that?
I'm just saying some priests sound like that. That's all I'm saying. He's like, let me get my ruler. You kids are going to be the death of me.
He was talking about a different ruler.
Oh yeah. You know,
Well, I'm sorry,
Where
but like
where we going
90%
with
of
this?
priests
Where
are
we going with
disgusting.
this? Where we going?
I'm sorry. I had to. I'm sorry. But Gabby's right. So even though this is like the early 90s, that's how they were disciplining these kids.
That's crazy because I thought corporal punishment was abolished. Like,
I got hit with the ruler when I was in Mexico.
well, that's different. That's Mexico. I mean, I get that.
What's that?
They're a different state. I mean, a country.
Yeah, but still, like,
It's
over
different.
something stupid, getting an answer wrong, stretch out your hands and you get whipped on both hands with a ruler.
Gotta fire them. Somebody wipe me. I'm just. I'm sorry.
Maybe at my age then you were scared too.
This part of the show is brought to you by Mexico.
Exactly.
Come for the learning, stay for the beatings.
Arriba.
Yeah, oh jeez.
I'm sorry, we're getting out of
Wow,
pocket.
we're way off now. Way off.
So anyway, Christopher.
Yeah, so he gets disciplined, and he's pretty upset about this. This is just one of many racial things that, like, just in his manifesto later, he'll just explain. But,
I would be too.
yeah, so he joins a football team, and he bulks up and begins to get stronger and faster. And now, you know, the bullies don't want to mess with him. So when they do, though, he beats the crap out of them again.
Mm-hmm.
And but he gets away with it this time. So as he's building up his reputation, all of a sudden a light goes off in his head when around age of 16 or 17 at the school, the police department comes down with an explorers program. And the La Palma Police Department Explorers Group was offering teenagers at the school sort of like a training camp, boot camp, skills competition, or youth to keep the kids off the streets type program, and to let them learn about being a police officer, you know, in the future.
Okay.
This struck a chord with Dorner, and he's like, I want to be a police officer. Like, that became his number one goal. So he wanted to live his life like that. Like, just, he wanted to be an honest police officer.
Okay.
So, let's see. So he began to also, at the same time, around his senior year, he had a nice watch that his mom gave him, and it was stolen in a locker, in a football locker room. And also there was a couple other lockers broken into, and items were stolen from other kids.
Mm-hmm.
He was told by the assistant principal, I know what kid it was. And so Dorner went right to the real principal and said, hey, I was tipped off by the gym teacher and the assistant principal. I know who did it. They stole my stuff. I want my watch back. When the principal asked the assistant principal and the gym teacher, who were white, who stole the stuff, they said they never told anybody.
Wow.
Yeah. So Dorner again was pissed off and was like, hey, you told me who it was. You're not going to let them get away with this, are you? And apparently they did. So
that's wrong.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So all those were involved were white. So his blood began to boil. Like, he was just like, man, there's no justice here. You know, this sucks. I'm tired of this racism stuff. Like, every time I think I'm over it, something happens. And, you know, he's just over it, man. He just wants to get out of there. So he would just put his head down and just push for a, getting out of that school. He wanted to get out of the Christian high school and move on up to where he can, go somewhere. He wanted to go somewhere where his people were, be around more African Americans, kind of like go where you fit in, right?
Yeah.
So with Dorner's mindset of doing that, where do you think he decides to go play college football?
Notre Dame.
No. Gabby? Like what's?
I don't even know that many colleges. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
Berkeley.
Oh no, no! I'm just saying, like, pick a school you think an African American young man who wants to get away from white oppression
I
would
thought
go.
you said. I thought he. Okay. Let me see. I would suggest Miami University.
Miami, okay, that's pretty mixed. Okay,
Indiana.
that's pretty. Has a big African American population. Yeah, he went to the highest African American population in the world, or in the United
Brown
States.
University.
No, Utah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Utah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Utah.
Oh, yeah. Him and Karl Malone are getting the
home of the Mormons, and 96% or more white people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Good logic.
That's where you go, man.
Good logic.
Very good logic.
So he could have went to an all-black school, but he's like, I'm going to get away from those white people to go to more white people. So, yeah, that's how that worked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so of course he has, surprise, surprise, he has problems over there with other white people, looking at him different because he's most likely it's not a Division I school either, so it's a lower class school, and so he's, again, having white people look at him weird because he's probably the only black kid in the school, which sucks. But he put himself there. He had other choices, and he put himself in Utah.
Absolutely.
And so, despite this, he played 4 years there and did pretty good. But he complained of what do you call it? Backlash from the kids hazing him too much, and probably pushing his buttons too much and saying racial slurs. And despite all this, he finished his degree in psychology and criminal science and graduated in 2001.
Okay.
So he's a fighter.
Wow.
Not bad.
Yeah. So so here's the next part of it, the case, which is just another twist. He's gotten through all the racism. He joins the Navy in 2002. He enlists in the Navy.
Interesting.
Yeah, to become a fighter pilot. So
wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in a Christian school, all white.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes to a pretty predominantly white state in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree, Todd?
Oh yeah, very white.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree, Todd.
Okay.
Whiter than my butt cheeks.
My man. Well, too far.
That, so
yeah, you don't want to see that because you need glasses to see that in the daytime. It's too much shine.
And then let me break this down. He goes to the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
Water. That's all I had to say, Todd. You got it.
Yes, I did.
Black people don't swim.
That's why he chose the helicopter.
He could have chose the Army. He could have chose the Marines. Hell, he could have chose Secret Service. But this man said, "Nope. Let me introduce my whiter side and go to the Navy again." Okay.
They have the best uniforms.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, they are the cleanest.
You got it right. You're absolutely right. He is showing his nature.
See, Maddie can say that. I can't. He's like, we don't do good in water. I'm like, okay, that's your opinion.
Don't mess with water. Only when we shower and bathe. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, good.
You're good. So, so he gets a buddy with him, and they're driving down the street in Oklahoma, a rural area, right? And this is about a few months into their training. They see a duffel bag on the side of the road.
That's not good.
They pick up the duffel bag and look inside, and there's $8,000 in cash, $3,000 in cashier's checks in the bag.
What?
Yeah. What do you think they do with the duffel bag?
Man, if they don't hurry up and put it in the trunk and peel off, that's the right answer.
They partied with that money.
Wow. No.
Don't tell me they turned it in, Todd.
They turned every cent in.
Come on, man.
They drove to the Enoch, Oklahoma police station, and they turned in the money. Yeah, they turned in the money, no questions asked, to where the chief of police thought it was so awesome, He went to the local newspaper, and they wound up writing a nice article about Christopher and his buddy, and they interviewed him saying, why would you give back all that money? And Christopher said that if it was my position, I would give the money back because I wouldn't want something bad to happen to me like that. And I believe in honesty. I'm an honest guy. I was raised right, and I'm a God-fearing man. I want to give it back. And
I respect that.
And he actually gave it back to the church because it was from a church where a priest had put the duffel bag on top of his truck, and as he drove off, he forgot about it, and it fell on the side of the road. And so the money was the parishioners, and he gave it back to them. So, yeah. So at this point,
so they knew. So that duffel bag pretty much ID'd somewhat where it belonged to.
Yeah, the cashier's checks were filled out already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. If I know who it is, then yeah, I'll probably do the right thing.
Yeah. And
I didn't know they were filled out.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah. If I can ID where it belonged to, then yeah. So I'm not gonna crucify. I don't know. They did the right thing.
Yeah, I mean they could have obviously just took it, left the cashier's checks, and just took the money, but they didn't. So at the same time, the article was being wrote up that both the guys wanted to be fighter pilots, and that Christopher had a dead aim with marksmanship. Like he could hit things from over 200 yards away. Like he was just super accurate.
God.
Yeah. He was winning medals for all this kind of stuff, and he got stealth medals and reconnaissance for spying. So he was fully decorated by the time 2005 came around.
Wow. He was doing good in life.
Oh yeah, so far this guy's he's dealt without a father. He's gotten through several racial situations without a big family and relying on himself. Made it to college, got his degrees, went to the Navy, survived out in the water, as Matt would say, and did good deeds.
All right. So far, so far, so good.
Yeah, so far, so good. So in 2005, he went to the La Palma Police Department, applied, and was welcomed into the police academy in 2005, where he would graduate in 2006 as a full-fledged police officer.
All right.
So he is now in the LAPD.
Nice.
Yep.
Accomplish his goal.
Yeah, so what could go wrong, right?
So far, he's living the dream right now, right? I don't think nothing should go wrong.
Yeah, he's doing excellent. So, despite all this, and no race issues really in the Navy, everything was cool. In the manifesto later on, Christopher talks about situations that occurred in the police academy. Like one day, despite what was said to be as far as police officers not being racial and they have to watch what they say because they're dealing with the communities, he said many times the N-word was being thrown around like nothing. And one time really pissed him off because it was a Jewish officer who the police officers were supposedly saying Nazi-related things and singing Hitler Youth songs. Now, who knows a Hitler Youth song? I mean, come on.
Whoa.
That's like doing your history right there. I mean, you get a medal.
I didn't even know there was one.
Like, those are hard to find. I mean, like, wow. These guys are committed to the racial stuff.
They are committed.
So they must not really like that Jewish guy. I mean, I feel bad for him.
No, sir.
I mean, it's one thing just to throw out a cuss word and be very, basic, but man, they're like, let's do our history. Let's watch the History Channel and come up with the youth Holocaust songs and sing it.
That's jacked up, man.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. So this was tough. So he didn't stick up for the Jewish officer because he was a trainee. He didn't want to screw things up, but he couldn't take it this other time. Another time in the break room, there was about 40 officers there, and a couple of the guys were throwing around the N-word. And he got upset, but he kept his cool, and he said, hey, you know what? I'm an African-American man. I really don't appreciate you guys saying that. To where they told him where he could stick it, and he lost it. And he jumped the table. He jumped the table, and they said, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with wrestling, but like The Undertaker, how he choke slams guys, he grabs them by the neck.
Oh, that's my man right there, Undertaker.
Yeah, he grabbed both of these guys by the neck.
What? Choke slammed him?
No, he was about to, and 8 officers got up, and it took 8 of them to get him off of the 2 guys.
Dang.
Yeah, Dorner was big. At this time, Christopher Dorner's about 6 feet and about 260, 270, like pure muscle. Pure muscle.
Dang.
So he's a big guy. So after the incident, because it happened in the police academy, police issued stuff and everything else like that, department, they had to call in internal affairs, and they had to put together a case to investigate. And they asked all the people that were there, there were 40 people. Only one officer collaborated what Dorner said. The other ones were like, I don't know, man. I could have said it, but I didn't know, man. I thought he said Nike. I mean, I don't know.
I gotta tell you, man, your voice impersonations, man.
Sorry.
They're spot on.
And that's all it took, though, was one guy collaborating the story. So Dorner's like, good, those 2 guys are going to get it. Well, only one did. What do you think the other guy got off? What do you think the one guy got disciplined for? Or how much time did he get?
And they're in the Navy already by this time, right?
Oh, no, this is a police academy.
This is a police. Okay. I don't know. He probably got a slap on the wrist and told him don't do it again.
Well, the other guy did, but this guy got some discipline.
This guy got some. Maybe 1 day suspension.
Okay, Gabby.
I don't know about 1 day. I would say like 2 weeks.
Oh, nah, that's too hard.
You're close, Gabby. You're pretty damn close.
What?
Add 1 more week. It was 3 weeks, but it was paid suspension. Paid suspension.
Well, what's the difference? That's a vacation.
That's all.
Right?
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Wow.
So he's pissed off. He's just like, you know what? God damn. Like, he's really, really questioning why he came to the police department in general. So after this, though, at the same time, he was still an active Navy officer. So he was called to Kuwait. And so he had to ditch the police for a little bit, and he went to Kuwait, where he would be on patrol and pretty much guarding oil rigs and oil trucks. So it's a dangerous job, man.
Mm-hmm.
While over there, a lot of the Navy people, including a couple cadets he was working with, said that he was awesome to be around. He always had a smile on his face. In fact, if you Google his picture, there's pretty much all his pictures, he has a big old smile. Like, he looks like a teddy bear, like a big teddy bear. And he looks like a good-looking guy. And a lot of people liked him. He was nice. He watched people's backs. He's doing every, he's just a genuine guy. Everyone likes him over there. And over there in the military, no one's treating him racial. So again, in the military, he's fine. Like, he's able to fit in, and he does his thing.
All right.
Yeah. So upon returning, though, he's a full graduate from the police department. He's out of the Navy. He married an undercover narcotics police officer named April Carter. How long do you think their marriage lasted?
Less than a year.
Gabby?
I'm going to say 2.
Nope, a month.
Oh.
Well, that's all, folks.
Yeah, that was it, man.
What's the point of that?
I have no idea.
Why even get married?
And check this out, though. So they got divorced after months. So obviously there's some inconsistencies. They don't get along. They should have never gotten married. You just want to say, you know what? This is a bad couple months of my life. Screw you. I'm done with you. I don't have no ties to you. I don't even want to see you, right? That's what normal people would do, right? In a situation like that. By their friends, they have a lot of friends at this time. Their friends say they looked happier divorced, but happier together.
Divorced?
They were divorced, but still hanging out with everybody. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how to comprehend that, bro.
I don't know either. Like, Dorner was doing things at her house, like as far as like mowing the lawn, cleaning out gutters, fixing her car. She was spending the night at his house, and they're divorced. They're recently divorced.
Probably give him some poutine. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Babe.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just saying they not going over to each other's house, helping each other. Anyways,
now here's a funny thing too. We've all been around couples or maybe had troubles like ourselves, and we go out with friends, and they're like, oh yeah, so and so's not having a good time, or they're just like they're going through some issues. Their friends all knew they were divorced, and they were just hanging out, bowling, and just having a good time and hanging out like they were still together, and it was throwing their friends off. Like, what's up with these two?
I mean,
why did they get divorced then?
Who knows? I don't know.
Maybe they didn't want the title. I don't. That's a good question.
But a month later, I mean, if you weren't that certain about the title, you wouldn't even get married to begin with.
Yeah, you might as well just live together.
Yeah, it makes all sense.
Or just see each other, one or two.
Maybe somebody cheated real quick and they like,
That's even worse. At that point, they probably wouldn't even talk.
Exactly.
You know what? I don't know. I don't.
Confusing. It makes no sense.
It is way too confusing. Even when I was doing work.
If you and I were divorced, I wouldn't see you.
There you go.
I mean, I agree. Like, I get it.
So, with that, he's back in the police office or police force. He gets transferred to San Pedro, where he starts working with Officer Evans. So you're gonna have to remember this name, Officer Evans. I'll talk about her.
Officer Evans.
Why
Yeah.
does Officer Evans sound familiar?
I mean,
have we had an Officer Evans before in a story?
I think we might have, but I think he was a guy. This is a female officer, though.
Oh. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Officer Evans.
Mm-hmm. So she's his trainer. Like she's got to sign off on him being a full-fledged police officer. Now he had to start over his training time once he came back from Kuwait. Things had changed, so they were in a new department. San Pedro's by the coast, so new area for him to work on. So she filed a report about him one time where he did not take cover on a call where there was a gun involved. He just sort of came out, didn't neutralize the situation. She was tense, and he was just like, whatever. And she found this to be odd. So there was little infractions like that she kept writing him up for. And he came to her and said, look, the Navy messed me up on my training. Can I please go back? Can you file a report to send me back to the police academy so I can get retrained? Some things I'm doing out here in the field I know are putting you at jeopardy and putting myself at jeopardy. Like he was even crying to her saying, please, help me out. Like there's certain things, there's certain things I need to change. And she was like, no, you need to know this stuff. I'm not going to send you back to the academy. You don't need to do that. Yeah. So
why she gotta be like that?
I don't know. I mean, that's just how she was in what happened in real life. I mean, she just refused to give him the opportunity to go back. So, yeah. So he didn't want to lose his job, so he kept trying every night to impress her, trying to do things right, trying to learn new tactics, the ones that he, I guess, forgot when he was in Kuwait, because I guess they train you differently when you're over there. So in 2007, late 2007, here's a key move in this whole situation. Christopher Dorner was on a call with Evans about a schizophrenic man with a knife. So at some point during the trying to get the schizophrenic guy to calm down, in front of a DoubleTree hotel, Officer Dorner grabs the suspect and is trying to restrain him. As he does, they fall into the bushes, and he's on top of the man. Now Dorner's much bigger. As he's trying to get control, he can't put his arms back behind him to handcuff him. So Officer Evans, his partner, starts to tase the man to get him to stop, but it's not working. And so they're struggling. Yeah, so they're struggling. He's trying to put the handcuffs on. Now, according to Christopher Dorner, he said that Evans then took her boots and began to kick the suspect in the ribs and head.
What?
And then Dorner was able to put the handcuffs on the suspect.
Okay.
So when they pulled the suspect up, he had a cut on his forehead, which came from the plants or whatever that they fell into.
Mm-hmm.
And Christopher he couldn't get over this. He's like, Officer Evans, she kicked him in the head. Why would she use excessive force and then lie about it on the report?
Mm-hmm.
So he tells one of his superiors, Officer Perez, like, hey, this is what happened, blah, blah. And Perez is like, look, this is serious. If you don't say something, I'm going to say something.
Mm-hmm.
So Christopher decided against his good judgment. He said, I'm going to file a report. And against his training officer, that could be suicide. She could go on retaliation and,
mm-hmm.
You could get fired. So what happened was, after he filed the report, just 2 days later, he was going into the locker room to get his clothes after after a shift with another officer, when he decided to, like, hey, why is my duffel bag in my locker so wet? And he picked it up and it smelled like piss.
What?
So all his nice clothes were pissed on.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so that happened. So then when they finally went to Internal Affairs to talk about the incident at the Doubletree Hotel, the workers came forward and said that they never saw any kicks by Officer Evans.
Oh, wow.
And so when they interviewed the suspect also said no excessive force was used.
Wow.
So now you have witnesses and the suspect saying,
and the suspect for sure is key.
Yep, because usually he would be like, no, he kicked me in the head anyway.
Exactly.
So
something ain't right here, man. Something ain't right.
Yeah, so what happened here then is, because that's the whole part that we don't know if that was true or not. That's just what happened in court documents, right? So with that happening, they ruled, the Internal Affairs then went after Dorner, and they ruled that he came up with a false accusation and false police report. So now he's going in front of the Internal Affairs judge.
What?
Yeah. So what do you think happened when he went in front of the LAPD?
I think he went in front and they, in a sense, threw the book at him as much as they could. That's what I think happened.
Gabby?
I agree with Matt.
Okay.
You know what?
Here we go
you
again.
Know what? You know what, man? I can't.
Sorry. She just lobbed it up there and I slammed it. That's all.
And you slam dunked it.
Yeah, I did. That's all. Okay, so moving on. You guys are both correct.
I think they threw the book at us.
Yes. You guys are both correct. In 2011, October 3rd to be exact, the ruling was upheld, and Dorner got up and yelled, "I can't believe you would do this. I told you the truth, and again, you don't listen to me. This has happened my whole life." Like, he just started going off, and they had to restrain him. So,
man.
No.
So, is that the end of the story in 2011?
Of course not.
Of course not.
Nope. We now fast forward 2 years almost. 2 years. And here's where it starts getting absolutely batshit crazy. 2000.
So,
huh?
No, I was going to say, so from 2011, he was thrown in jail.
No, he just was fired and terminated as a police officer. I left that part out. I should have said
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. So good looking out.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He was terminated, and obviously, when you're terminated from the police, you can't get a job anywhere else as an officer.
Pretty much.
Your best bet's to be a rent-a-cop. That's about all you can do.
Pretty much. A mall cop.
Everything he worked for
Is gone. Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So
How long was he in there? Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. He was a police officer for 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think I might change my mind as far as the douchebag comment I made earlier. So far I'm feeling sorry, but as you said earlier, there is twists. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to hold my statement.
Well, here's the first part of that twist. On February 1st, 2013, Anderson Cooper, as we all know, is a famous CNN reporter, controversial newscaster.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. The little white guy with the gray hair.
That guy.
Yeah.
No one can stand. Yes.
Yes, that guy. He received a package in his office containing a DVD stated Dorner's case against the LAPD. The package also contained a bullet riddle challenge coin from the LAPD chief William Bratton and a note inscribed with MOA 1 minute of angle, implying that the coin was shot at 100 yards, 91 meters away at a grouping of 1 inch, 2.7 millimeters, and 2.5 centimeters, boasting the accuracy of the rifle, meaning he shot that little coin or little, insignia from a long distance and hit it dead in the middle.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
So basically, he was just showcasing his skills. Like, anybody can get these problems.
Exactly. And so Anderson Cooper did not open the package himself because, he's a diva and everything. Mm-hmm. His staff members opened it up and took a look at the stuff inside. And it should have been a eye-opener because there was a little bit of a manifesto in there. Not the official one, but he did write some pretty incriminating things on there, and they did not think much of it until stuff actually started happening. So maybe they could have saved a few lives if they would have reported it right away, but they didn't.
Dang.
So Irvine, California. That's where we're gonna move next. It's February 3rd, 2013. The same 2 days later after Anderson Cooper got that package. A man walks into the apartment complex and goes into the parking structure to find a white Kia with blood seeping out onto the concrete, and a man slumped over in the car. He calls the police right away, and the police get there along with detectives to find that there's 2 victims in the car. The first is 28-year-old Keith Lawrence and his fiancée Monica Kwan, 27 years old. Yeah.
27?
27, yeah. 28 and 27. Kwan was a women's basketball assistant coach at Cal State Fullerton and was the daughter of Randall Kwan, a former LAPD captain and now lawyer who represented Christopher Dorner in 2007. So, at the dismissal hearing. Lawrence was a full police officer full public safety officer for the College of University of Southern California, USC. Yeah. So when detectives got there from the Irvine Police Department, they realized that the robbery was not a motive. There was big wads of cash in both wallets and expensive rings on their fingers. They also encountered 14 shell casings around the car.
Dang!
Yes. When the police canvassed the area, they did nobody, and they canvassed in it. The complex had like 200 people there. Nobody heard one single shot, which then the police realized this was a professional hit. It was used with a silencer.
Mm-hmm.
So Randall Kwan was notified that his daughter was shot and killed, and that he was a former LA police officer. The detectives found out, turned lawyer, and the police were asking Quan about who would do this. You know, do you have does someone have a vendetta against you? You know, you're a lawyer. Did you piss off a gang? You know, stuff like that. And he was just distraught, and you know, he pretty much had a clean record with everybody as a cop, even. So not just a lawyer, but a cop too. Oh, go ahead.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay, sorry. So just a day later, Christopher Dorner wrote a 11,000 word manifesto and posted it online on Facebook. Now, this is obviously before fact checking and people watched every post.
You had to.
I had to put that out there, man. See, if he wrote the manifesto about killing people and then just wrote one word COVID in it, they'd be all over it. they would have tracked him down like that, you know?
Oh, easily. They would have been out his door.
Even if he put 19 in it, that dude would be in trouble right away.
Don't go there, Todd.
But no.
COVID vaccine information. Follow the link.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So,
me too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got fact checked for something stupid.
Exactly. So much for see, and this guy's talking about killing cops, and it's like, oh, you're good. Keep it up there. No need to take it down.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Time has changed.
Oh, it sure has. This is just a few years ago. So in the manifesto, you know, he says, you know, for the people that know me and love me personally, they're probably going to be in disbelief when they read what I do and some of the media reports and some of the horrendous crimes that I've already taken place or that I've taken part in and that I will take part in. So he's already saying, like, I killed before I wrote this, and I'm gonna kill again. And again, nobody's reporting this.
Dang.
And you know, he says that it's an unfortunate, necessary evil. It's going to take place, and that his war is not against the common man, but against the LAPD and the scandals from the, you know, nothing's changed from the Rampart scandal and the Rodney King days. He says it's gotten worse, and that what happened to him, his termination, and against Officer Evans, you know, the journalists need to follow up, check the Freedom of Information Act. And he says there's videos out there. He goes, you got to check this out. It's, you know, my name will be cleared one day, but I won't be around to see it. So he writes. That's basically what he. That's a little bit of a summary of what he wrote. So,
interesting.
Yeah. So this all gets posted to Facebook. Nobody sees it. So apparently he needs to work on his friend game. He needs to request some more friends.
Nobody saw that and reported
Nobody was paying attention to that at that point.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, it's just Christopher being Christopher. You know, the guy. He's such a kiddo.
He just killed somebody. Oh, yeah, that's him.
I told him to stop playing Halo. You know, sometimes he just takes it too seriously. So,
well, Halo back then was jumping.
Yeah, it was on fire. Yeah. So, National City's south of there. I don't know if you guys know where that's at.
Nope. Never heard of it.
It's sort of close by San Diego. It's a small town.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, never mind. We did pass it.
So there's a couple restaurant workers that are out in the back. They see like a box or two in the trash can. It has a bulletproof vest. It has a notebook. It has SWAT gear. It has police items in it. And these guys are like, dude, you know, did a police officer get kidnapped or robbed? And they alertly flag down an officer who calls it into dispatch. Dispatch calls the LAPD because it has a couple LAPD officer names on it. Mm-hmm. It has Dorner and Evans. So when they asked, the LAPD, they called in and said, "Hey, do you guys have a Dorner there?" No one by that name works here, but Officer Evans, yeah, she's here. And when they brought up that, they brought it to her attention when she was on duty, her face went cold. And she had heard about the shooting about Quan the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And she realized, oh my God, this is the guy. So she tells her superiors that I think it's Dorner. Like Dorner did this, and he's coming after me. And sure enough, when they do that, one of the police officers gets the idea of, let's check Facebook. And they check his Facebook, and boom, there it is. That's the only reason why they saw it. And so,
wow.
Yeah, and she admits to her superiors that after Dorner was fired, that she took her service weapon home every night for 6 months because she thought he was going to come for her. So
wow.
Mm-hmm. Also in the
manifesto. Scared now.
Oh yeah, and also in the manifesto, he says if I can't get those that are mentioned on here, like as the important police officers and everything else like that, I will go after families. Someone is going to pay the price.
Dang. Oh, he was coming for him.
Mm-hmm. So now they believe that he's a murderer. And further proof, they go down there, they send detectives to check out the surveillance cameras, and they see him in his pickup truck, Nissan Titan, dropping off all the stuff that I described in the dumpster. So now they know that he's responsible for this stuff, that, this dude has, they want to question him with a shooting. And now with a Facebook and everything else like that, it's only a matter of time before he starts to kill some more people. So at this time, LAPD pretty much goes into tactical alert, and they start saying nobody takes vacations, nobody takes nights off. We're going to have to put a security detail on all the names that are on that list, including their families. So you're having police come from all over to watch people's families because they're afraid of the retaliation.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know where this guy's at. So it's getting
they might be terrified.
Yeah, it's getting pretty scary. And now the media is getting involved, and they're putting it out there like, hey, you know what? We've got to catch this guy. And so while all this is happening, Dorner's actually trying to get an exit plan. He's actually given up, and he's trying to hijack a ship, or not a ship, a boat, a private boat in San Diego. As he's trying to, and he must not have been a good naval officer or not knowing how to disembark a boat from the pier, because he got the 80-year-old he told the 80-year-old, I'm not going to kill you, I just want your boat. He tied him up, left him on the side. He couldn't get the boat started or released from the pier.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, some Navy
that
guy,
would have been his getaway.
Exactly. He probably would have went into Mexico and probably disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
But he decides to again do a twist and go right back into LA County. He abandons the San Diego thing. He's not even being looked at in San Diego until the 80-year-old sees a mugshot or his face on TV and was like, "That's the guy that robbed me. That's him." So now they know that it's Christopher Dorner, and he's driving a Nissan Titan, and he's fleeing the area. Now, this is going to get. And we've done a couple cases that have been in your guys' backyard. Here's another one. He starts driving up the 15 freeway.
Oh.
So leaving San Diego.
Where?
Oh, he's approaching Corona at this time. So this is probably after 91. He came up to 91, which was 15. And so he's making his way up the 15 when a tow truck driver was listening to the news, and they were repeating the tags or the license plate for the Nissan Titan, and he called the police. He's like, "Oh my God, there he is. And so two cop cars began to chase Dorner, and Dorner starts to speed up on the 15. They go through Corona. He then exits off of one of those ramps, and he's about a good couple hundred yards away. He just turns, like in a movie, jumps out and just starts firing with an AK-47 at the cop car.
Oh,
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done.
Dang.
Yeah, he's like pounding that car to where the radiator blows up. The windshields are shot out. A bullet grazes the head of one of the officers. Like, it nearly like kills him. Just it like, you know, where it does like a burn, you know, like sort of takes off a few layers of skin, not too much.
Ooh.
Well, it's sort of like that. Missed it by that much, like almost a headshot. So,
Dang.
yeah, the cops were very lucky to not be killed at that moment. So he jumps back in the truck once he realizes it's been disabled. Problem is, it takes a few minutes for the police officers to radio it in because the radio's broken now. They can't use the radio.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so they have to borrow a dude's cell phone who came by and call it in. Now, just a little bit up in Riverside, in your backyard, there is Michael Crane, Officer Crane, and his partner Andrew Keys. They were on the night shift patrol at a red light at about 1:30. Seconds before the call finally gets to dispatch, and dispatch is like, "Hey, be on the lookout. Christopher Dorner is in Riverside." Guess who makes a turn right in front of them?
Christopher Dorner.
Yep.
And what do you think happens?
He sees him, he shoots him.
Yeah.
I think they don't see him.
Yeah, they pretty much didn't see him. You guys are both right. And he opens fire. The windshield goes down halfway. He lays the semi-automatic rifle outside, laying on the. So picture this: passenger side window halfway down, gun hanging out, driving with the other hand, and firing with the right hand.
So pretty much everything was one-handed.
Yeah, he lights up the police car.
That's skills.
Yeah, and he doesn't hit any. There's cars all around, and he doesn't hit any other car but the police car.
That's skills.
Yes.
Dang.
He
Good Lord.
Yeah, he hits everything, and then there's an eerie quiet as he speeds off. A taxi car driver who was right next door, or right next to the police car, gets over there because the car is now creeping into the intersection because, you know, the guys are both slumped over in the front seat.
So he killed the cops.
Well, he kills one. The other officer has the sense to get on the radio and say, "Officer down," before passing out. Officer Crane, Michael Crane, is dead on the scene. Keys is rushed to the emergency hospital. Somehow he survives being shot in the back, the neck, the shoulder, the stomach, and the thigh.
Dang, he survived all that?
Yeah, he survived all that.
He had the will to live. I'm assuming the other officer probably took a headshot.
Yeah, he took a headshot and several to the chest. And the sad thing was, he was married with 2 children and was a fellow Marine.
Oh, man.
Yep. So at this time, this is all over the freaking news. If you remember this time, they were like, you know, they were calling in the they wanted to call in the National Guard because they were like, dude, this guy is like serious. And but they had SWAT teams coming from all over. They wanted this dude bad.
That I do remember.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I remember this one.
And the thing was, though, you had some innocent people also pay the price for this. At 4 a.m, there was 2 Latina women that were driving a Toyota. Now, Toyotas are very different from these Nissan Titans. And as you know, like in the area, you at nighttime you'll have, well, not as much anymore, but they were still doing it where they would throw newspapers into your yard, you know.
Oh yeah.
And so these 2 women, they were a mother-daughter combination, and the daughter was throwing newspapers into people's yards, and they were creeping up the street. And so they were coming to a prominent police officer's house, which had 4 cop cars protecting it, because he was high up on the list of those that Dorner wanted to kill. And without any, they're throwing newspapers out the damn window, and the cops open fire.
What?
Yeah, they opened fire on the small Toyota, which at this time they're looking for a black Nissan Titan, and this is a navy blue Toyota, which is like a early '90s Toyota too. So it's way smaller than a Titan. And they just opened fire.
Stupid.
Well, I mean, in a sense, you know, blue and black kind of look alike, you know.
A Toyota. Is it a truck?
It's a little pickup truck. Yep.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. There's a huge difference in size.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Hey, they were trigger happy. You know what? I just caught it.
I caught it too late.
You caught it. Yeah. You ain't right there, Todd.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there. But
no, they're both different.
mm-hmm.
The Toyota's like super little, and the Titan's a big truck.
I know the cop's like,
shut up.
He's like, "Dah, look at that truck right there! Shoot!"
I haven't heard that voice.
Wrong.
Hey, Todd, I haven't heard that voice in a couple of years, man. And you know it.
I know, right? Good old Eli. But yeah, it's like one guy shoots, and then they're all like, "Well, I don't know what he's shooting at, but just you start shooting too." Yeah, you shoot. I'm shooting, and they all just start shooting.
They all just start shooting.
Yeah, and this, you want to talk about luck. Now, these women, again, are Latina, but they had the luck of the Irish that night. The mother automatically starts screaming in Spanish and English, don't shoot, we're just throwing newspapers. She gets struck twice in the back. Her daughter gets hit in the thigh. Now, I'm not a mathematician, and so I'm not too good with math, but 100 shots by the police and only 3 hit a target. I think these guys need to go back to basic training.
Yeah, I would have to say so. Because where them other 97 targets go?
All over the place. But fortunately not into anybody else.
Well, that's good.
The good news about this story, though, this part of the story, is that both survived. And they got paid really good once this was all over and they sued the LAPD. So
as they should.
They no longer had to throw newspapers. Let's just say that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the girls died?
Oh no, the girls lived. The girls lived.
Oh, okay.
The mother fortunately survived the 2 gunshot wounds to the back, and so did the daughter. The daughter was only 17, working hard with her mom at 4 a.m, mind you. You know, just trying to make a living. And, you know, if you can survive a couple bullets, you're going to make a few $1 million, and that's exactly what they did.
Hey.
So.
I ain't mad at them.
Yeah. Get that money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, so now that was February 3rd. You had the 2 officers shot. You know, now he's killed 3 people. February 6th now, just above you guys, is Big Bear, California, which is a renowned vacation destination for people all over the world. Beautiful area, snow in the wintertime, a lot of skiing, snowboarding, just beautiful. They have a lake with all kinds of stuff to do in winter or summer, so it's a nice place to go.
Nice.
So while the police were looking for Dorner for the next couple nights in the Riverside area and surrounding areas, a man came upon a burnt-out Nissan Titan up in Big Bear, just above Running Springs, with 2 AK-47s burnt out in the cab.
What?
Yeah. So Riverside, you know, the mountain is about 8,000 feet above Riverside, and soon as the police found out that the Dorner was up in Big Bear, they shot everybody up into the mountain range. Over 200 police officers, SWAT teams.
They were going to get him.
Oh, yeah. 8 helicopters. They sent the entire force up there. They're like, there's only one way in, one way out. You ain't getting away, dude. You ain't getting away. And so the problem with this is if you know Big Bear, if you look into it, it's really huge. And they have so many spring and summer homes. Mm-hmm. And during the wintertime, people just leave them, locked up for the winter. They're abandoned for the most part. Complete neighborhoods, So at this time, all local news affiliates are up there. News corporations from all over the country are up there, and they're offering millions of dollars to catch this dude. Like we need information.
Dang.
They're doing door-to-door searches. They're just not finding anything, and it turns into almost a week later. There's no sign of him. And so they think, man, somehow he got down the mountain, because they came up from both sides. They're like, dude, there's like no way, dude. He got out of it somehow. So
Dang.
they left half the police force there. The other half went back down the mountain. And it's February 13th, 2013. Jim and Carrie Reynolds were a husband and wife team that were cleaning cabin rentals. And since the Dorner thing, they had double locked everything, and there was combinations.
As they should.
Yeah, so they were like, there's no way he's here. They're feeling safe enough to work again, right? Soon as they open the door to lot number 203, Christopher Dorner has a gun pointed right in their face.
Dang.
Yeah, he tells them that and they're begging for their lives. He's like, "Dude, just shut up. I'm not going to kill you. My beef is not with you. Like I told the guy at the ocean, I wasn't going to kill him. I'm not going to kill you, but you need to listen to me and you need to let me tie you up." So he ties them up, and he puts the couple in the room, and he starts preparing stuff and getting a duffel bag ready. He puts pillowcases over their heads, zip tied them up a little bit, and then they're thinking he's going to execute them at any time. And he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm going to live up to my word. You got my word. I'm not going to kill you." He said, "Just give me the keys to your car." So he gets the keys and he drove off. Somehow, some way, they were able to get out of the restraints, move over to the phone, and they called 911. The police then now know what he's in an SUV and he's driving back up the mountain, and they go into full alert again. They put out spike strips, but it's the middle of the day and school just got out. So like the Batman movie, how like he breaks out of the bank and he just falls in line with all the other school buses. Dorner goes in between two school buses packed with kids, and the cops can't shoot at him, and they can't spike strip the bus or freak out the kids, so they're forced to follow Dorner between these two buses.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so he's using the kids as shields, basically. And then he goes about a good 3 miles, and the cops are circling, and they have helicopters, and the buses don't know what to do because they're like, "Why is there so many cops out here?" And all of a sudden, Dorner hits a side road, and then they start chasing him. And it turns into a good 10-minute chase through the back ends of Big Bear, to where so he crashes the car, gets out, fires at the police, and then runs into the woods again. So they're
on his heels.
Yeah, they're on his heels, man. They're trying to track him down, and he breaks into this cabin, and he gets into this one cabin, and he starts putting mattresses against the windows and doors, and they, the cops are starting to approach, and now they're like, "Hey, call in everybody. He's here. We got him hunkered down." And Officer Collins starts to creep up with his partner, Officer McKay, and as they start to creep up on a car parked, which was the couple's car that he got out of, he hits him from 150 yards away. He hits Officer Collins right in the mouth.
Dang.
Yeah. The bullet goes through his teeth, breaks his jaw, and exits out the back of his neck.
Oh.
And before he hits the ground, he shot 3 more additional times.
Dang, he was that much of a crack shot?
Yep. He shot 3 more times.
So he died instantly.
No.
What?
No. He's on the ground, and he goes to pull out his cell phone to make a phone call, and his cell phone has a bullet right through it, so he can't even call.
He can't even call nobody.
Yeah, he's struggling to breathe at this time. McKay's like, officer down. Get your asses here, blah, blah. That's the last words he would say. He gets up to take a shot at the cabin. He's hit directly in the chest, and he's dead before he hits the floor.
What?
Yeah. He's shot dead right there.
Dang.
Yeah.
At that point, I would have just retreated.
Right? I mean, there's this...
Like, haven't you already seen this man is a good shot and he's going to kill?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If my partner was hit, I mean, yeah, you want to be the hero, but shoot, I would just back up.
Yeah.
Yep. So now the police see that there's 2 officers down, this now turns into, we got a dangerous suspect here. We got to, this is a rescue mission now. So now they bring in a armored vehicle, and they try the first time to get the officers out, but the bullets that he's using are actually piercing that armored vehicle. Like they're starting to go through.
What?
Yeah, like they're started to take shots inside of the cab.
Oh, dang.
So they had to back out with that one and bring in an even heavier vehicle with more armor. So you've lost about 10 to 15 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so they come in with a heavier vehicle. They're taking shots. They have other cops in other areas trying to shoot back, even a helicopter, to try to suppress the fire that Dorner is shooting. He's just trying to mow them down, and they're hunkered down. It's a war zone against one guy.
Dang, and he got the upper hand.
He's got the upper hand. He's got the protection. He's pretty much behind everything. I mean, they can't get to him. He's got good protection. So they get both officers out of there. They realize that McKay's dead already. They get Collins to a helicopter, and believe it or not, by the next day they save his life.
Wow.
So with all that damage, Collins makes it.
Dang, and the other one died with just the one shot.
Just the one shot, yep.
Probably hit a main artery.
Yeah, probably got the heart. They didn't say in the story, so unfortunately I don't have that. But so with that happening, once they got the officers out of that area, they decided to take that same vehicle and ram the house, try to create a hole. They were watching the cabin from the backside, so like they had them surrounded big time. So they tried to do what they did to the Branch Davidians back in the day, like in Texas, Waco, Texas, where they rammed the building and tried to set it on fire to smoke them out. But the fire wouldn't stick, so they were shooting tear gas in there. And he responded with tear gas of his own, and also like a green smoke to where they couldn't see. So again, the cops just had a couple other cops were wounded because they couldn't see where he was shooting from, and he was moving. He was a dead shot, and fortunately he didn't kill anybody else. But around 4:30 in the afternoon on live television, the cabin began to catch on fire, and you heard one gunshot from when it was all quiet, when nobody was shooting. And that was it. The cabin burned up. The surrounding trees burned up. They waited all night to go in before it burned itself out. They kept spotlights on it. They were just too scared that he was still alive somehow. And then it wasn't until the next morning they found his remains, and he had a gunshot wound to the head, so he took his own life.
Wow.
What a coward.
Yep. So he took out four people, including himself, so that would be 5. And it could have been a lot worse.
Absolutely.
But they found he had so much ammunition there, he could have lasted a lot longer.
Dang, he's got that much?
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he was in it for the fight. He wanted to take out as many as he could. He wounded several other officers as well in the shootout. So, yep.
Wow.
That was
I felt bad for the guy with this whole racism thing he was going through, but I'm sorry, that's not justifiable what he was doing.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Taking it against people that had nothing to do with him.
I have to agree. It's one thing to be upset about the stuff that you go through, but there's another thing in taking justice in your own hand and killing innocent people that had nothing to do about your trials and tribulations. So I do feel sorry for him. I'm not going to call him a douchebag, but I am going to call him something else that I can't say. But yeah, he definitely crossed the line on that one. So I don't have no sympathy for what happened, but I do have sympathy with what he grew up. So.
Yeah, I just wish that he maybe just didn't think that was the end of it, where he had to lash out in gunfire, where he could have just maybe figured something out. Like he was a smart guy, very smart guy. it's just sad. I mean, I think he just got pushed over the edge. I mean, like everything that went through his head, like with the racism, losing his job, his career. I mean, people looked down on him. Yeah, he thought he was going to be, you know, a respected guy, and it just didn't work out that way. And someone had to pay. Unfortunately, he used the weapons and his knowledge of, you know, sharpshooting. So,
yeah.
Yeah, that's how that one came to an end. That was a huge story in 2013. I mean,
I remember that.
And to this day, like with my final note on this was, you know, when they were going through all the, you know, racial things against police and everything, Dorner was brought up a lot in 2020. He was brought up a lot as a martyr. And
really?
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, you know what, he was misunderstood. You know, he did good things, and that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, because obviously he murdered, whether it was right or wrong, I mean, he murdered. And but you had some people that were like, hey, he wasn't such a bad guy after all. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Had he not murdered, then I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know how, like, people viewed the police, it's like, oh, well, this guy did a good thing. He took out 4 of them, you know? So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's crazy, man. He could have went to get some counseling or something, you know, like something, or he could have went to a better college.
Yeah.
That a better college that he was looking for. I'm not gonna, no disrespect to Utah. I'm just saying he could have went to a better college that suited him. That's what I'm.
Yeah, he could have went to even a black college if he wanted to. You know, he could have went to the South, and you know, if that was really what he wanted to, like he could have went the complete opposite, or like you said, he could have went to Miami, could have went to colleges like that, but he chose Utah. I mean, that wouldn't be my first choice.
No, sir. I'm telling you, but just him and Karl Malone just chilling.
I mean, I'm white, and I still wouldn't pick Utah as my first choice. You know, I'd be like, it's a little too white for me.
What's too white, Tom?
I'd be like, I need a little variety, you know, like that's just not enough.
Oh man, gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Shout out to Utah.
Yeah, exactly. We love you, Utah.
Utah's beautiful.
But it's as white as snow.
But it's as white as paper towel, boy. I'm trying to.
The boy, I tell you, there's a lot of white people out here.
Oh man, what's that? Aren't they known for polygamy out there?
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, they have multiple wives.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, gotta love Utah, but yeah, not for me.
I don't think they believe in that song by Jay-Z where it says, "I got 99 problems, but you know what ain't one."
Yeah, sir.
They're all like, I got 99 problems, and they're all my women.
I love it.
It's like your buddy goes, man. He goes, I'm having a tough night, man, with the old lady, and then the other guy at the bar is like, which one? It's like, I don't know.
That's definitely flying in Utah. Yeah,
exactly.
That joke definitely flies in Utah. But like I said, y'all, we ain't disrespecting Utah. We love it. Shout out to Utah. It's just different. It's different.
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, no offense to the polygamist out there, but I'd rather have multiple cars than multiple wives. That's I think I can handle the cars a lot better.
Oh yeah, one's good enough. One is good enough.
Gabby's like, better be.
Okay.
Oh man, you choking me. Whoa, pause.
Yeah, pause, dude. Pause. Jeez.
Pause. Stop it, guy.
And on that note,
that was the story of Christopher Dorner.